Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a pretty little box that measures 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 1 inch. So it's a good size if you've got 3 by 3 cards, you want to make a little stack of them. But this was originally designed over 2 years ago now for a lady called Suzanne, who is now in my team, and she is an artisan soap maker as well as an all-round talented crafter. And she'd asked me if I would make a box for her with little holes in it so you could still smell her beautiful soaps but without having to open them. And this is how it would open, and her soaps, so this was specifically for her size soaps, but again a great size for other bits and pieces. And I loved it, and like I said, she's been part of my team now for 2 years. She makes beautiful cards and boxes as well as her artisan soap, so I'll make sure to link across to her. And I loved it, and so I wanted to do a version of it again. And while I've put window sheets in here this time, you could leave it out if you were going to put something scented in there. So, okay, piece of cardstock that measures 9 1/2 by 5 1/4, which is 24 1/2 by 13 1/2. I'm going to stamp all over it, randomly stamp it with this one here, which is the butterfly, the little tiny butterfly from Kinda Eclectic. And this is Marina Mist. That was Pool Party. So I've got Marina Mist here, and my butterfly already prepped. And we're just gonna stamp with abandon all over. No sort of rhyme or reason. I feel like I'm in a post office. Although not that anybody stamps anything in a post office anymore. So, all over. There we go. While I've got my ink out, I've got a piece of Whisper White here because I want to stamp my greeting. And so I've taken this time something to say. Love this particular stamp set. Really like the font of this thank you. So I've got that ready. One of those, and I might as well just do everything now. Let's do all the punching, why not? So, large oval punch, and I'm going to offset it a little bit because I want to put a butterfly off to one side there. One of those, 3 bitty butterflies. And then I've got some glimmer paper, which leftovers from a previous project, and I'm going to have a scallop oval there. I'm just going to put the pearls on here where I've got them. And these ones at the edge, they are linked with a piece of glue. So you can pick up 3 in one go easily. So one of those. And the last one there. And then you can actually bend the wings around the pearls, and it just makes them flutter a little bit. Okay, a couple of dimensionals on the back of here, and then that's all my additional extra bits all done and ready and prepped, so I can just fold and build this box now and show you how to get that little window in. So let's pop those off there. So, okay, so with the long side at the top, I'm going to give you the imperial measurements first. So score it at 1, 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and 8 1/2 inches, which is 2 1/2, 11, 13 1/2, and 22 centimetres. Turn it round and score it again at 1 and 4 1/4, which is 2 1/2 and 11. And did I give you the finished dimensions? Can't remember. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 1 inch, which is 8 1/2 by 8 1/2 by 2 1/2 centimetres. So as I said, plenty of room for 3 by 3 cards, something like that. All sorts of pretty goodies and treats and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to snip up all of these, just notch out a tiny bit. Although I'm actually being fairly accurate today. Okay, so I'm not going to put the hole in yet. I'm going to put that in at the end because knowing my luck, I'd stick the lid to the base and it would just all go wrong. But it's these 6 little squares is where you're going to put your adhesive. So I'm using fast fuse because it is fast. And you know me, I like to do my projects quickly. Okay, so this part, I'm going to stick the base first. And then bring these ones round. So this is the bottom of the box. And very quickly, before I close that up, I'm going to punch in a little bitty butterfly, which is going to go there, and it's pushing your punch as far as it will go. And you can just about get a little butterfly in there without it punching through this part. So you can now bring those round. And like I say, if you wanted to leave this with scented soaps, don't put anything in there. I have got a tiny little, well, I've got quite a big bit of window sheet here that's just going to go behind. So I'm going to put mini glue dot behind in each corner. And that will go inside. And that's what gives you the little window. So now I've just got to put it together. Very sweet. Actually, I need to put a thumb hole in there, so I'm just going to grab, I'll grab a 1-inch punch because I can reach it. Just to get a little notch there that you can pop your thumb in. So, Whisper White seam binding ribbon, the one that's very forgiving and kind of likes me. Oh, this bow is going to go all over the place today, isn't it? I can tell you now. Yeah, let's have a sideways one. Why not? Let's try that again. Slightly better. Actually, not too shabby. Okay. So I'm just going to scooch that up to the top. It's my pre-stamped, well, not pre-stamped, but the one I did earlier, sentiment. So it just says thank you. Pop that there. And then my 3 little butterflies. I bring all of those back in. Mini glue dots again. So one onto the back of there, we'll have that butterfly flying. Another down here. And a 3rd one just off there. And that is my little butterfly box. Anyway, I hope you like it. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.